Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
Do you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech? You're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast mode. My God.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip Rivers sheds a tear.
We want to be known as world champions, and we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than I?
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggin.
Pozdrav zima.
Pozdrav zima, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
From Croatia.
Yes, Kevin and I are in Croatia. That's the reason why Kyle's not here. Don't blame him. It's our fault.
I texted him last night. I was like, Kyle, we have to stay up till 5 a.m. to record?
Can we not?
We have a lot to do tomorrow. Can we just? He's like, Kevin, I'll take the week off. And I was like, Kyle, you deserve it.
Take the win,
Go play
buddy.
with your kids.
That's right. So you just get me and Kev this week because we are in Croatia having some fun, doing work. Lots of work to be done. It's just about to get going, but we still got stuff to talk about. Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
But, you know, we got some things to talk about. And we've got a Craig experience and an Ask Boltfam.
That's what we're really all
That's
here
what
for.
we're here for,
Yeah.
folks. So let's waste no time. Start at the top. Do you hear that?
Huh?
Sounds like wedding bells.
Ooh.
Sounds like wedding bells in the Herbert household, but it's not for Justin. It's for his bro. But that doesn't mean Justin don't come. Justin has to come. Justin's there, and he brought his gal pal Madison beer because Dove Kleiman is tweeting about how heartwarming it is to see Chargers star quarterback Justin Herbert and his girlfriend Madison Beer celebrated Justin Brothers' wedding this weekend. His brother remains nameless.
I think it's got to be the older one.
You think so?
Guess. Yeah, because the younger one
Was it Patrick?
Patrick just got out of Oregon.
Oh, okay.
My guess is it's probably not Patrick, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
I'm only using the information that was given.
We'll call him Sam. Sam Herbert's getting married,
Yep.
and Herbert is an entirely different person since dating Beer, and you can feel the love in the air. He's giving a smooch. I assume is that Justin? No, Justin's in the background.
So that's got to be Patrick.
That's got to be Sam.
Or Patrick.
or Patrick, or
Yeah.
Bill, or who knows.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Madison's not blonde.
What are you doing kissing a blonde?
Yeah, wait a minute. Waiter. No, it's got to be him in the background with Madison there. Fur coat of some kind, some puffy coat.
Feels right.
It's great. Love seeing that.
I know
he does feel like a different person, though, doesn't he?
He does. That is Patrick, then. I feel confident.
Feel confident to calling it Patrick?
I'm calling it Patrick.
This is Patrick.
Yeah. He's definitely changed since he's gotten together with her.
It feels that way. I mean, we've kind of talked about it this offseason because there's not been a ton to talk about in regards to Justin, but obviously going around touring with his girlfriend, the way that she talks about him, so cute. The way that he talks about her, so cute. Like, it's just, there's something very cute about what's happening. And we've also talked about this before. You just kind of become a different guy when you've got a gal on your arm.
Yeah.
Something different to fight for.
Something changes.
Yeah. So we'll see if that translates.
If that translates to a Super Bowl, I'm here for it.
Listen. Yeah. What's the problem?
It's all or nothing with
What's
me
the
with
problem
Madison Beer.
here? I
You
don't
better
see
get
an
us to
issue.
it. Madison, you better get us to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's your job, ma'am.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
Help us to the Super Bowl.
Let's see. Eric Smith tweeting out that the Chargers are going back to San Diego for 2 days of practice, but a new change this year is that all camp practices are scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. instead of the previous rotating schedule.
Yeah, because they used
Set
to
your watch.
Every 2 hours they would do it would be like practice would start at like noon and then like 10 and then 12 and 2.
Huh.
But they're saying, I'm hearing a lot of the scientists on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, are saying that it's not as good to practice when a lot of the UV light is hitting you, and that's midday.
Oh.
So we're getting into the fancy science of shit.
I see.
Yeah. Feel good about it. I hope it translates to no injuries.
So just 2-hour practices every day. 10 a.m. to 12, 10 to 12, 10 to 12, 10 to 12, 10 to 12.
Set your clock.
10 to 12, 10 to 12,
It's going to be consistent.
10 to 12.
And
It's going to be cool.
I do love that they're going to San Diego too. I think
100%.
a huge
Yeah.
thing. I know there's still a lot of, people in San Diego that aren't in love with the Chargers anymore, and that's okay.
But there are people
there
who
are still
have
absolutely people
forgiven.
that still love the Chargers in
Yeah.
San Diego. So I'm glad they're able to do it down there.
It makes it a lot easier for the people who are still fans to be able to attend a practice of some kind. Because, I mean, El Segundo, while it's not the furthest drive, it's still, you got to plan ahead.
Yeah.
As opposed to Torero Stadium at the University of San Diego, being able to go to something like that would be mucho easier. So we're hoping and praying that Kyle, the coach, Doug,
or Coach Papa Duggan.
Oh, yeah. Forget
Let's
about
go
it.
OG.
Sorry, Kyle.
Sorry, Kyle.
Seats
you're no
taken.
longer in our plans.
We're sending Papa Coach.
Seats taken.
Give me the righty. Give me Papa Coach. But yeah, lots of practices here from July 29th through August 18th. 4 days.
God, we have like 20.
There's a lot, actually.
We have like
not 4
29 days, 30 days until they practice.
Yeah, 4 weeks of practice ranging from 2 days to 5, Monday through Saturday.
And then the season gets
a rolling. So this is like the final quiet month.
Yeah.
Which I still kind of think there's going to be something that's going to come out, right?
Contract. I got my money on a contract.
For Thule?
Somebody's getting a contract. I think Thule's the next one, obviously. Yeah, Thule.
Yeah. Hopefully we hear some information about Thule's extension prior to the season starts, because you don't want that season to start without that, because every sack that he gets during the season is just yeah, just keeps going up. So we'll see what ends up happening. But there was also the joint practice. I think we talked about that last episode, that joint practice.
Yeah.
They put it on here.
With the 49ers.
It's August 18th at El Segundo.
Yeah.
So, and the exclusive season ticket holders is that joint practice as well as August 11th. So, Kyle, if you're listening, mark your calendar, buddy. Or Papa Coach is going in. Okay. So, we'll see how it all shakes out. We're excited to see the players go out there and practice, obviously. And we're excited for you folks to head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the fun, silly videos over there. But if you don't want to go there, head on over to our regular website, ChargerChat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there, t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Chat it out with other Charger Chatteteers in the member section. Ask questions and Ask Boltfam. Check it out, ChargerChat.com. And if you're watching this on a subscribable platform, please hit the subscribe button.
Means hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, folks, it's time to go on to the next segment. You know them. You love them. It's a Craig experience.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come on in, man. Kick your feet up.
Oh.
Craig experience.
Hello there.
Make yourself at home. We got some stuff to talk about, right? Moving on.
Gang, what up? It's your guy, Mr. TOP_FLYT3, and I am back. The doldrums have begun, because there's no NFL football to speak of until training camp kicks off later in the month, or are we at the end of June by the time you're seeing this? Maybe beginning of July. Either way, you get the point. Nothing of any real substance to speak of. And last time around, in our last series, we discussed all the Chargers' various draft picks and how I think they'll have an opportunity, maybe, to affect the team this year. Now, to help fill the gap, because I'm always here for you, and we got to get through this together as we do every year, I'm going to talk about some guys that are going to have to step it up this year or have a point to prove. Specifically 3 players who could end up having like an enormous impact on whether the Chargers are simply a playoff team or a legitimate Super Bowl contender. So when people talk about the Chargers, the conversation always starts with Justin Herbert, Ladd McConkey, Derwin James. We know all that. Rashawn Slater, those names. Cornerstone players. But every championship team has like another layer. And it's really the guys in like that second tier of the roster who really elevate the entire football team. So again, today we're looking at 3 specific guys who all enter 2026 with something significant to prove. And we'll get straight into who they are right now. Oh, but where are my manners, CC gang? The biggest of salutes, and to the rest of the Bolt fam, what it is and what it do. Welcome to another episode. That's right, the TCE, the Craig Experience. So let's get to the business, shall we? Greetings and salutations. And for the first name or case on the docket, we're going to start with Tui Tuipulotu, because this isn't just a prove-it season from a football standpoint for those who feel like he still needs to. It's potentially a life-changing season financially. I mean, the dude steadily improved every year since arriving from USC. He posted, 4.5 sacks his rookie year, followed that up with 8.5, and then last year exploded on the scene with 13. He also had 49 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and he made his first Pro Bowl appearance. He's also been remarkably durable. He's missed just one game in his first three NFL seasons. Apologies. And now the Chargers kind of have a decision to make, or do they? I think it's less about will they and more so about when it will take place. But Joe Ortiz has already confirmed that the extension talks have taken place with Thule, or his representatives, and then negotiations probably expect to intensify here going into camp in a few weeks. I expect that's when we might hear more about it. And that tells you everything you need to know about how highly this organization values him. But here's where it gets interesting. Because if we know nothing else, we know that in the NFL, edge rushers get broke off, man. They get paid, especially young ones who are still ascending. And based on the current market, Thule could probably realistically be looking at somewhere in between, I would say, 24, 28 mil per season. And that puts him like in that next tier of NFL pass rushers. I think Spotrac currently projects his market value at roughly 4 years, somewhere in between 75, 80 million, or about like somewhere in between like 18 to 20 million annually. I think that's going to be on the low side just based on what some guys have gotten paid recently. And if he follows last season up with another double-digit sack campaign, then the price probably jumps even higher. The Chargers almost have incentive to get this deal done before week 1 because every sack that he records this season makes negotiating that much more expensive. On the field, though, I mean, there are still areas where he can grow. I mean, can he consistently collapse the pocket from multiple alignments? We've seen him do it, but can he do it more consistently? Can he become an every down run defender instead of just an outstanding pass rusher? Well, he's kind of sort of already done that. He's become a much more significant guy with setting the edge, and I think he's probably as adept at that as he is a pass rusher, but he can still continue to grow there. Can he become the player the offensive coordinators have to game plan around every single week? We know Thule's a high effort, high motor guy. He can get better as a technician, but do offensive coordinators fear him as the guy? I don't think he's there quite yet, but the Chargers believe he can be. And this defense has more talent around him now, which means offenses won't be able to devote all of their attention to Thule, which is why they have like that 3-man rotation with Khalil Mack, Akeem Mesidor, and hell, we don't know, there might even be a 4th guy that can be put in the mix that helps to free him up. So that should create more one-on-one opportunities, more so than he's had in his first few seasons as a pro. But he's no longer this promising young player. He's become kind of sort of right after Khalil, the face of the Chargers pass rush. And if he delivers another season like last year, don't be surprised if he's signing one of the bigger contracts that you've seen for an edge defender in Chargers history. Thule's still 22, 23 years old, so he's probably got another 2 or so in him. I don't think this next one's going to be his largest one, especially if he really goes hard and balls. He'll probably be looking at the next contract as the one, but you never know. These things can be super fluid, and if he outperforms even what the expectations are, the number next time around could be astronomical. So with that being said, Chargers, let's just get this done before we go into camp, get it out of the way, because this is one of your key players and you have to make sure that he's taken care of. You don't want that lingering. I don't think you want him to have to bet on himself and then test that out, and then maybe he feels a way about it and decides he wants to take his talents elsewhere at some point. Let's just not do that. Get Thule locked up and let's get this thing rocking and rolling and keep it going. Next up is everyone's favorite, Mr. Cole Strange. I would venture to say he's one of the most fascinating, or at least polarizing, players on the entire roster. When New England drafted this dude in the first round back in 2022, a lot of people thought it was a stretch, like Stretch Armstrong stretch, like the reach of all reaches, me included. And I think we were right. But since then, you know, there was injuries, inconsistent play, and it's all prevented him from living up to his draft status. Also, probably being overdrafted, if we're being completely honest about it. Saw what he did in Miami And Mike McDaniel brought him over to play right guard. It's not met much fanfare at all, but he's now getting a fresh start in LA on a new 2-year deal. The good news, the Chargers don't really need him to play like a former first-round pick, if we're being completely honest. They just need him to stabilize the right guard position, and that's been one of the weaknesses of this offensive line for a little while. If Strange can just consistently hold up in between Tyler Biadasz and Joe Alt, then suddenly Justin Herbert has a much cleaner interior pocket and the entire offense becomes more efficient. But there are legitimate questions. One has always been the dude's anchor against power. Interior defensive linemen, especially the stronger ones, bigger D tackles, have always been able to walk him back into the quarterback's lap. And that's something he'll have to at least quell. I don't know if he'll ever be able to fully eliminate it because his functional strength is questionable at best. The other concern is health. And as a Chargers fan, you don't like hearing that. His early NFL career was interrupted by injuries, and his availability is going to be just as important as his performance because you can't do anything if you're not on the field. Can't make the club in the tub, right? The encouraging part is that the athleticism has never really been in question, which is going to be super important in this scheme. Because in a movement-based offense that asks offensive linemen to reach defenders, climb to linebackers, operate in space, Strange may actually be a much cleaner schematic fit than he was previously in his other stops. Well, not in Miami. We know that's what he was asked to do there, so he handled it okay at times. This really feels like a career reset. And if he plays well, he could establish himself as the Chargers' long-term right guard. And I cannot believe I just said that, but like Boston Celtic that I really hate. I hate that team in general. Once said, anything's possible. Kevin Garnett, you suck. And if the dude struggles, he'll probably find himself looking for another opportunity next offseason after he gets clipped. Who knows? But there aren't many players on this roster with more to gain or lose than Cole Strange. Lastly, let's talk about someone that I was a really big fan of coming out during his draft cycle. Felt like he was going to be a key component to this defense, and it hasn't quite worked out to this point. Yeah, you've probably figured it out by now. Junior Colson. And honestly, this feels like the forgotten storyline of the Chargers defense. Remember, Colson missed the entire 2025 season after he suffered a shoulder injury that required surgery. And now he's healthy, seemingly, been back on the field during minicamp, and he's looking to reclaim the development time he lost, I would imagine. The talent has really never been in question, and Jim Harbaugh knows exactly what kind of player Colson is after coaching him at Michigan. I mean, he saw him be instinctive, he was physical, he was rarely out of position. He also played hurt. The dude was a warrior, and in any scouting notebook, on paper, wherever you look it up or keep your stuff at or subscribe to, he's exactly the type of linebacker who can quarterback a defense. He's already shown it in college, in Michigan, on a national championship team. The biggest question isn't whether he understands football, it's whether he can immediately shake off an entire lost season. Like, missing a year is difficult for any player, but it's especially challenging for linebackers because so much of the position comes down to processing speed and trusting your instincts. Can he diagnose plays quickly? Can he hold up in coverage against today's athletic tight ends and running backs? Can he become the communicator in the middle of the defense? And if the answer is yes to all of the above, the Chargers may have finally found the long-term answer they've been searching for at linebacker. And don't underestimate the leadership aspect either, because that's important. There's a legitimate opportunity for Colson to eventually wear the green dot and become the voice of this defense. I mean, hell, under Jesse Minter, he was probably the most equipped to come in year one and be a solid contributor. Just didn't work out. Now, anyway, those responsibilities don't always go to the most athletic player either. Like, as far as leadership or being the guy who makes the calls, it's the person who has the most depth at the position as far as their ability to understand it and make the calls and get guys in position and aligned where they need to be. So that goes to the smartest one, not necessarily the biggest, fastest, most athletic dude out there. And that's always been one of Colson's biggest strengths, man. He's definitely been a guy who can make the proper calls in the middle, get guys where they need to be, and keep defenses on time and on schedule. So hopefully he can stay healthy this year. The biggest thing at this point is just show up and be available. He's probably going to get a bunch of reps on special teams to get things kicked off. And maybe he works his way into the rotation because he's also got other guys ahead of him. You got Amarlo Wax, who was ascending last year. You got Troy Dye, who's still out there. It's going to be a rough go for him, but we just need to do to stay healthy and see where it goes from here. So when you look at all three of these players together, it's easy to see why this season matters so much for the team and each one of them individually. Like Thule's playing for a massive contract extension, which he might get before he even enters the season. Let's hope that happens. Cole Strange is trying to revive a career that hasn't gone according to plan, and he also wants to prove that he can finally become a dependable starter. Whew. Long road ahead for that dude. And Junior Colson, he's attempting to make up for a lost season while potentially becoming the long-term leader in the middle of the Chargers defense. None of these players, aside from Thule, really grab headlines every Sunday because I feel like even Thule's very understated in this league. He doesn't seem to get the respect that he deserves at this point. Probably because he's a younger player, maybe because he plays for the Chargers, who knows. But if all three hit their ceiling in 2026, the Chargers become a much more complete football team. We're gonna put a bow on things there. I got some barbecuing to get to anyways. And yeah, like I said, folks, I know it's gonna be a long month or so, but before you know it, training camp will be here and we'll have some more interesting things to talk about. But in the meantime and in between time, your boy will be here to help push us along. And with that said, fellas, I appreciate you guys. Love you. Hope all is well out there. And yeah, also, folks, be sure to stick with us over on the Lightning Round podcast. Garrett and I will be back probably right before camp kicks off with some interesting topics and some more things to discuss. And folks, again, appreciate you. Love you. Until the next time, y'all know who I be, Mr. TOP_FLYT3 over on the Bird app. And you also may know me as Mr. Bolt Gang or Do Not Bang. As you can see, my office is still a little bit of a mess, putting some things together, but thank you for bearing with me through the process. If you're here on the visual journey on YouTube, either way, again, much love to y'all. Till the next one. Okay, love you, bye.
Odličan posao, kraj.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Great job, Craig.
Great job, Craig. Yes, thank you, sir. Breaking it down for us again. Great points. Obviously, we talked about Thule, trying to get that locked down, and it's true. That guy's going to cost some money.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, edge rushers always do. And
well, it's like what he was talking about. It's like he's consistently getting better. I don't think he's stepping down at all.
And
it's
consistently healthy.
Just pay him.
Like he's only missed like one game, I think.
It's minimal.
Yeah.
So he's reliable and he gets better every year. Like that's something you risk giving a big contract.
Exactly. Thule's huge. Cole Strange makes sense. I mean, the translation of him coming from Miami over to the Chargers, I think that's going to pay off in a lot of dividends as far as adapting the Mike McDaniel system.
Yeah.
And Junior, boy, we've been wanting to see Junior step up, man. Or just, obviously, we couldn't see him last year.
Get out of his own way with these injuries.
I know. It's been really tough, but we want nothing but the best for him because that's the Harbaugh guy. That's the guy Harbaugh picked from his regime. From his Michigan days.
I would say out of that draft, that was like the one where like, oh my God, we got it.
That was exciting.
You know, and then he just has not been able to play. Like
right.
Even like reports from practice are that he's not, performing better than the guys that are, drafted behind him or weren't drafted.
Yeah.
So come on, dude.
It's
poke him with a stick. Let's do it. Don't get hurt.
That's how you win Super Bowls is you have that solid second tier. You got a lot of Bs, which is what we've always said, at least Kyle has here on the Charger Chat. And we want to see that opportunity for this team. It honestly feels like this team has that possibility right now with the roster that we have set up. Obviously, we got to see it all come together, but by all accounts, Mike McDaniel is ready to just light this offense on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris O'Leary, the guys are all supporting him, and it seems like it's going to be pretty similar to what we've had in the past. So as long as it doesn't completely regress on the D, this should be a team that's ready to go out there and compete. So
yeah, I agree completely. Thanks for that, Craig.
Thanks,
You're
Craig.
the man.
And
I love your new setup,
dude. The sneakers look sick. That's
fresh.
Quite. And like he's got this like pulsating Chargers logo. I thought it was like to his voice because at the beginning it was kind of like going, it's lighting up when he was talking, but then it started just lightning on his own. So that was pretty sick, Craig. Kind of jealous. It's no Zagreb, Croatia hotel room, but it'll do. It'll do in a pinch. But thank you, Craig, as always, for an awesome Craig experience. And now, folks, time to go on to a short Ask Boltfam.
This is the shortest one we've ever had.
Maybe. Could be.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam. We start at the top with Tom Lytle, who asked the question. Hello, Charger Chat. I want to know, is somebody there? Is somebody there? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I know. You have to be careful what you let inside. You have to help me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to know which body is holding the demon. Some things don't stay buried. So for each of you, who wants to give up the intel, aka what's buried that we need to know? One positive, one not so positive. On the outer two, yes, Utah, your brothers, LOL. Remember, the demon knows everything about you.
I like the Crypt Keeper energy, like the kind of creepy voice.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was, because he feels like this is mortuary assistant based. And so I was like, ooh,
yeah.
Mortuary.
Thanks for watching it, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. All right. So one positive and maybe one not so positive demon intel buried that we need to know about each other.
About each other.
Yes. So like something I know about you, something you know about me, like a positive and maybe a not so positive, like.
I don't have any. I'm trying to think of a negative thing about Adam Woolley.
I know.
I don't have
tough.
anything. I truly don't know.
It doesn't have to be negative. It could just be something.
Bullshit.
What's something I do that annoys you?
It doesn't annoy me, but it's
that's
always
okay.
There. Whenever Wolldog has a nice sip of a drink, he goes. And I wouldn't say it's annoying. It's just one of his things.
It's just a tick.
It's just one of his ticks. That's the most negative I can be about it. Wolldog.
Yeah. Well, what's something positive that not everybody knows about me?
Something positive. I think everyone kind of knows you. I'd say just
I'm fishing. I'm fishing for compliments here.
Everything. Yeah, he's just my best friend. I don't know. He's the nicest, kindest guy I know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of the show. Good night, everybody.
And he's the cat father. So whenever I have any questions about being a cat,
like, make him an offer.
Give him some.
Give him a cat he can't refuse.
I'm learning a lot through cat father.
Cat fatherhood.
Yeah.
Let's see. One not so positive thing about Kevin.
Oh no, Tom.
It's not negative. If anything, it is kind of positive, but it's just sometimes when you see it, like when you're there in person, you're like, whoa. Kevin is just so competitive when it comes, and it will let you know on no uncertain terms, especially when it comes to playing like NFL Blitz or something like that. Like there is nobody that I know that walks up to the cabinet and lets out the fury that is Kevin Duggan when it comes to playing NFL Blitz.
I think it's definitely
it gets pretty heated.
It's one of my downsides. I literally just got into a competition with a guy we travel with for work. His name's Marcus, because he got a better Delta credit card than I did, and I wasn't having that shit, so I had to get the same credit card, and now I'm trying to get more miles than him.
Yeah.
That's my only goal right now.
That's all
I have in my.
He just wants a better credit card.
I just need something in my life to be competitive with, and that's a downside for sure. Shit.
Something positive that not many people know. That's what's so hard. Is like we've been doing this podcast for so long. I feel like we've told stories about each other so many times that I feel like I'd just be like repeating myself.
Yeah.
I would say maybe one of the positive things is that one of the main reasons, in fact, the only reason why I ended up in Missouri is because of Kevin. Because I've known Kevin since high school. We grew up in Rancho Bernardo, went to RB High, class 02.
02.
And, we went to college together. And then there was a period of time where like he went off to Missouri and I went to Idaho to be with my folks. And like, we still kept in contact, but we didn't necessarily.
We had a couple years where it was like radio silence.
It was pretty radio silence, yeah. And like occasionally you would call me up and just check to see what's going on, and I'd tell you, but I mean, it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
But there was an opportunity where like Idaho didn't have anything for me, and Missouri, and Kevin said like, hey man, I can get you a job. And I was like, boy, there's really just nothing going for me out in Idaho, and nice change of pace, opportunities. Why not? Yeah. And so, if it weren't for Kevin, I would not be in Missouri. In fact, I wouldn't be in Croatia if it weren't for Kevin. So I have him to thank for all of these opportunities, and I'm ever so thankful to have them, and appreciate him, and we'll ride or die with him till the end of time, baby. Yeah. There you go.
My ride or die.
Ride or die. Thank you, Tom, for asking the question. And we go out.
We can always count on a Thier, dude.
So
we
quick.
can always count on a Thier, though.
With a Thier Kadir.
Let's go with Thier.
Kadir. Who asked the question?
Hello, Cha-Cha-Chat. Hello, my lovely Bolt fam that I love so much, baby. First, today is personal. Ho, Wolldog, my baby. You know I love you. But let's go back a couple of months ago when I got on my GM's ass for being cheap, baby. Not willing to spend, and I'm not talking about extension to the players on the team. That do not count, baby. You said, Athea, my baby, relax. There's no way Ortiz will go into the season with $40 million. Are you sure about that? Explain yourself, my baby. This week, we have one question. AFC title game. Do you want the Bills at SoFi or the Ravens on the road? I'm taking the Ravens, baby. Nothing more sweeter than winning on the road and Sunday ass packing it home in front of the fans, and we move it on to the Super Bowl like the Chiefs did a couple of years ago. LMAO, baby. Let's hear my baby boys. We start with my lovely Coach Kyle, if he's there, LOL. Then we go to my awesome friend Kevin, and we finish with my baby, my love, my heart, my life, Bulldog. Okay, love you, bye, baby.
If he's there.
If he's there. It's not his fault.
No,
it's ours. We did this.
Yeah, it's our fault.
But all right, first of all, let me address the personal question here.
Shots fired.
I mean, listen, first of all, why can't extensions count? Why are you taking that off the table? Because it's going to cost if you want to extend Tuli. Do you not want to extend Tuli? Is that what you're trying to say?
What about Njoku? Aren't you excited?
And we just got Njoku.
It kind of killed one of those birds.
Yeah.
That you hate so much.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, there's still an opportunity. Competitors welcome on this team. There's never going to be a time that they're not going to be looking for more talent. Could there be another? I mean, listen, we did sign. To be fair, we did sign Njoku. All right,
sure did.
That was pretty. It's not the biggest splash money wise, but talent wise, that could be a big deal.
The pickup had balls. You know what I mean? Big balls.
Huevos.
Big ones.
But there's still going to be an opportunity to listen. If there is a issue with any of the rooms that they feel that they can get better in, you better believe that they're going to spend money. Now, am I going to say with a firm authority that they're going to spend money on another player? No, because we know how much Tuli's going to cost to extend.
Yeah.
And he's in his final year. So there's a very good chance that money is going to go towards that extension. And if that's what ends up happening, great. Because we love Tuli, and we know, as Craig said it, as Kevin has said it, it just keeps going up and up. The guy's been healthy the better part of his career with the Chargers.
Yeah.
Why would you not extend that guy? So, and he made a Pro Bowl appearance last year. The fans love him.
Yeah.
The fans love him. So I don't know what to say to you there, but hey, I love you.
Keep in mind too, a lot of moves happen during training camp.
That's
People
right.
get cut, and it may not be like a trade, but somebody might get cut, and
That's
then
true.
Gets picked up in training camp.
Absolutely.
I feel like we've done that the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there could be guys that we try to hold on, or like we cut them, hope to get them on the practice squad, and then some other team picks up. We can do the same thing, baby. We can play that same game here in LA. But your question, the scenarios, AFC title game, Bills at SoFi, or the Ravens on the road? You first, sir.
Well, I want to play every single playoff game at home.
Yeah.
Because I was in Houston and that did not feel good at all. I never want to feel like that again.
Yeah.
So let's just win everything at home. Home field advantage, dude.
Yeah.
It is a significant thing.
Yeah.
Because when we were in Houston, it was loud and
disruptive.
We started falling apart when the crowd got into it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's be the reason why the Bills fall apart.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. And I get it, Athir. You hate the Ravens so much.
Yeah, I get it. But you get
it still cracks me up.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have that opportunity. But if it's an AFC title game, like we want the AFC championship, absolutely home game.
Yeah.
Absolutely home game. Now, that's not to say that if it does end up being the Ravens, that like if we win in Baltimore, that's going to be freaking sweet.
Well, and also by playing the Bills at home in the AFC championship games, that means you're the best team in the AFC.
Exactly.
So that means we just had the most amazing season.
Exactly.
So there's nothing more than I want that, nothing more.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, buddy. So there you go. Thank you, Athir, for asking the question. And thank you, both of you, for asking questions at Ask Boltfam. We greatly appreciate it, but that's going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. Any final thoughts there, sir?
No. Let's get this Croatia thing done. Go home.
All right. We'll be back. We will be back home next week.
Yes.
On the next episode, and we will have Kyle the Coach Duggan with us, but that's going to do it for this Croatian edition of Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
U redu, volim te, Bog.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you, bye. And now, a word from our sponsors. Some people are happy just participating. Kev Huggin Duggan isn't those people. In his new book, Huggin's Competitive Edge, you'll learn how to gain the upper hand in every situation. Your buddy gets a 70-inch TV, you get a 71-inch TV. Your coworker gets a platinum credit card, you go diamond. They say, "Good morning." You say, "Make it a good morning." These are the tiny margins that separate the ordinary from Kev Huggin Duggan. In Huggin's Competitive Edge, he'll show you how to find an advantage anywhere, anytime, no matter how hilariously insignificant the stakes. Read Huggin's Competitive Edge and start winning things nobody else realized were competitions.